Good now. Got the volume cranked. I love y'all. If I don't see you at the end of this video, peace out. Hit the website, justanotherchannel.com. We're gonna watch this video. And together we shall rise. Together we shall rise. Much love. Peace out, everyone.
God bless you all.
We are about to witness one of the greatest events in human history. The world as we know it is crumbling before our very eyes, and the majority of the world population is not aware of it. Power structures that have been in place for thousands of years are taken down as we speak. Soon we'll be shown evidence of an elite plan, so evil, so all-encompassing, that people will be shocked to the core. This documentary was made to help you deal with what's coming. Is it a good thing? Oh yes, it's the best thing that could possibly happen to us. But in order to understand and process the quantum leap that we as humanity are about to take, you must understand the reality, the timeline if you wish, that we as a species were placed in. And believe me, you don't have a clue just yet. The evil I mentioned has been working behind the scenes so intelligently, so brilliantly, that hardly anyone ever noticed a thing. What I'm going to do is first of all give you a short overview of things that made me go, things that made me decide to start digging for the truth. We'll take it from there, shall we? Are you ready? Join me on a journey down the rabbit hole. Let's start with the recent forest fires, for instance in California. Did you know that these fires forgot to burn trees? That they were capable of cutting through houses? That they burn trees from the inside out? That they were able to lift cars, tilt them, and smash them down? Are you sure these are ordinary forest fires? And how about this one? We live in a world where mercury is considered highly toxic, but not when we inject it into children in absurd quantities. No doubt you've heard about chemtrails. Denied by our governments for a long time, but recently acknowledged and referred to as geoengineering aerosols. They are sprayed into our atmosphere to protect us from global warming. The thing that makes me go, however, is the fact that we're sprayed with heavy metals, which are stored in our brains, where they have proven to cause Alzheimer and Parkinson disease. And did you know that in many countries, among which my own Holland, we have to explicitly say no to organ donation, for if we don't, our organs will be property of the state as soon as we are declared brain dead? The last time it was arranged this way by law was during the Nazi occupation. Did you know that our current Pope is the first to state that hell does not exist, but the devil does? Isn't it weird that the Vatican's audience hall is full of references to reptilians, snakes, serpents? Did you know the Vatican's telescope is called Lucifer? And since when does the Pope make the sign of the devil? 9/11. Whereas one bird can cause terrible damage to a plane, on 9/11, 2 planes managed to cut through steel. A third plane mysteriously disappeared in a building. And number 4 plunged into the earth without leaving any debris or bodies. The planes were piloted by terrorists who only had had a few flying lessons in a small Cessna. Then, there are the horrid attacks on innocent people, in which the same victims can survive up to 3 different attacks. This lucky young man survived being shot in the head. All he needed was a band-aid. And thank God not all victims are people of flesh and blood. What do you think about this one? Are you a parent? Are you aware of the fact that children cartoons contain subliminal messages of sex and violence? Why? Did you know that fully grown fetuses can be legally aborted in many American states? That advocates of full-term abortion state that unborn babies cannot feel pain? Whereas every doctor knows that the nervous system is the first to develop in fetuses? Is abortion of a fully grown baby not the same as murder? Okay, let's have a look at the migrant caravan. Thousands of people fled their South American homes to look for a better future in the US. The trip covered 2,000 miles in 1.5 months in order to be on time for the American midterm elections as a political statement against President Trump. This means they walked an average of 45 miles a day on flip-flops, barefoot, like this and like this. 45 miles a day? Why do Hollywood celebrities promote the use of facial creams containing the foreskin of baby boys? Do you realize that these foreskins are actually sold? That it's a trade? What's next? Drinking baby blood? Now, I'm going to give you 5 more, although I could go on forever. Counting down, number 5. Did you know that diseases such as AIDS, Zika, SARS, and Ebola are actually patented? Do you know when something is patented? When it's man-made. Man-made diseases, are you kidding me? Number 4. Your cell phone, laptop, tablet, and your TV contain spyware that works 24/7, no matter whether your device is switched on or off. This means you are constantly being monitored. Each and every conversation, whether at home or at work, is recorded. Why? And by whom? Number 3. In 2018, Monsanto, known for its genetically modified seeds and crops, plus its poisonous weed killer Roundup, was bought by Bayer, a chemical giant that produces mostly poison. In other words, our food supply is now largely controlled by the producers of carcinogenic poison. Monsanto started off producing Agent Orange, a very powerful and highly toxic chemical used during the Vietnam War to eliminate forest cover and to destroy crops. But it turned out to do just a little bit more than that, causing horrific birth deformities and various types of cancer. According to experts, the fusion of Monsanto and Bayer was the perfect match made in hell. Number 2. In 2018, Hillary Clinton admitted that she deleted 33,000 emails from a private server used as Secretary of State. Not only that, she used a hammer to smash her cell phones, SIM cards, and hard drives. Any further evidence that could have been used against her in a court of law was destroyed by fire that conveniently started in the office of a mansion. Did she actually get away with that? And last but not least, number 1. President Obama received the 2009 Nobel Peace Prize only months after his inauguration. Why, for God's sake? He came from nowhere and had achieved nothing at the time. In the following 8 years, he invaded 7 countries and dropped a bomb every 20 minutes.
Assalamu alaikum. Many other Americans have Muslims in their families or have lived in a Muslim-majority country. I know because I am one of them. But my father came from a Kenyan family that includes generations of Muslims. We are no longer a Christian nation. We do not consider ourselves a Christian nation. The United States has been enriched by Muslim Americans. Since our founding, American Muslims have enriched the United States. That's why I'm committed to working with American Muslims to ensure that they can fulfill Saka. You're absolutely right that John McCain has not talked about my Muslim faith. Took the number of Muslims, Americans, we'd be one of the largest Muslim countries in the world. But the fall of Ramadi has galvanized the Iraqi government. So with the additional steps I ordered last month, we're speeding up training of ISIL forces, including volunteers from Sunni tribes in Anbar province. It was moving too slowly, but the fall of Ramadi has galvanized the Iraqi government. So with the additional steps I ordered last month, we're speeding up training of ISIL forces, including volunteers from Sunni tribes in Anbar province. But they are needed to support Iraqi and Kurdish forces with training, intelligence, and equipment. Across the border in Syria, we have ramped up our military assistance to the Syrian opposition. Tonight I call on Congress again to give us additional authorities and resources to train and equip these fighters, sending arms and assistance to Iraqi security forces and the Syrian opposition, sharing intelligence and providing billions of dollars in humanitarian aid. So with the additional steps I ordered last month, we're speeding up training of ISIL forces, including volunteers from Sunni tribes in Anbar province.
Egyptian lawyers have submitted a complaint to the International Criminal Court charging the President of the United States, Barack Hussein Obama, with crimes against humanity. That the complaint mentions Obama and several Brotherhood members in name. It adds, quote, Obama cooperated, incited, and assisted the armed elements of the Muslim Brotherhood.
They say that ministers and rabbis and Catholic priests shouldn't get involved in politics. I think that this is a time we should speak up. I'm here today because West Virginia is $784 million in debt. Complete, absolute debt. Right here, they're building brand new houses. Now they've taken white folks and black folks and they move them down the road here to substandard housing conditions. So that 321 Syrian Muslims can move down in this neighborhood in 2 months when these are completed. This is at a cost of $87 million.
This is in West Virginia, by the way.
That funeral home over there, it is to be torn down in 2 months and a mosque is going to be built there. In 6 months, this place is going to be a Sharia zone, meaning no non-Christians can walk down here except Muslims. Now, why would they take white Americans and black Americans and throw them down over there in substandard housing and give this to the Islamic people who come here? Last month, you all remember on WK News, they come here 3 months ago, 321, and you all cheered and get down here protesting. They're living here free on your taxpayers' money while regular Americans are suffering down the street here. These Islamic people here, they get $400 for each child while the regular Americans get nothing.
And this was before the tax reform. Because of the coronavirus, they were already getting that money.
Cars, they get phones, they get free health care. And regular Americans, black and whites, they're suffering. When is America going to speak up for our people? Screw these Muslims and get them out. Right. This is where your money is, West Virginia. $87 million of your tax money is right here while your own people are suffering. You want to waste taxes on
cigarettes at $1 a pack. Meanwhile, everybody going to Kentucky and making Kentucky very wealthy people. You want to raise taxes on gasoline. Everybody going across the border to get it. You politicians, you need to speak up. You need to say, no, we're not having this. We have Americans suffering in this country right now. Here's your proof. 87 million West Virginia taxpaying dollars is going to Islamic refugees right here. Speak up, America.
Yes, sir.
Bombs. But like I said, he invaded 7 countries. He was a Democrat, for God's sake. And Democrat Bill Clinton went from one sex scandal to the next, lying under oath and getting away with it. Maybe left and right were simply 2 wings of the same bird?
Oh,
In spite of my leftist upbringing and background, and my fierce opposition against Trump, I decided to give him the benefit of the doubt. But how did he get elected in the first place? Just before the elections, WikiLeaks arose. Founded by Julian Assange in 2006, WikiLeaks is a giant online library of the world's most censored documents, obtained by whistleblowers at the highest level. Much information deals with war, spying, and corruption. Now, just before the presidential elections, WikiLeaks published highly incriminating evidence of the corruption within the Clinton Foundation and the Clinton presidential campaign. So, what happened? That happened. On January 20, 2017, Donald J. Trump was inaugurated as President of the United States of America. But how did WikiLeaks obtain the evidence of the Clinton corruption? It was leaked by an employee of the Democratic National Committee, Seth Rich, who was subsequently found dead with 2 bullets in his back. Who killed Seth Rich?
MS-13 by Hillary Clinton.
We will find out in the next episodes. What do we have for now? Donald Trump as President of the US. And then, out of nowhere, arose the enigma of Q.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back. I guess it takes Q, almighty Q, to break all those facts that many of you guys have already know all that, the Seth Rich stuff, especially, But anyways, let me switch my sign here to the one that I want to part you guys with. Much love. So good to see y'all all, as always. Thank you so much. Hit me up. My email is in the description. My Facebook's in the description. Website's in the description. Hit me up. Thanks, Cuckslayer, for tuning in. Thanks,
Didn't mean to throw you under the bus like that. Apologies for the buffering.
Experts agree unless it is quickly controlled, it could lead to a severe pandemic, an outbreak that circles the globe and affects people everywhere. The mission.
I would like to know if anybody knows anybody sick anywhere. I'm in SoCal and I don't. And I have family in Europe and they don't know anybody either.
The Pandemic Emergency Board is to provide recommendations to deal with the major global challenges arising in response to an unfolding pandemic. The board is comprised of highly experienced leaders from business, public health, and civil society. We could be looking at double the number of cases in 1 week and 16 times as many in a month if we are not able to stop the spread. That would be on the order of 500,000 cases, and it would continue to rise exponentially. In 3 months, we could be approaching
Today, the world is decimated. Hundreds of millions of people are dead. The world's economies are destroyed. Chaos in the streets, rioting, looting, violence is everywhere. The virus is still infecting people, and there is no end in sight. Then, one day, out of the blue, an emergency message is broadcast of the world. Attention citizens, all recent vaccine trials have been found successful, and we have begun mass production of the vaccine. Everyone will be required to report will also receive a digital certificate that's implanted in your right hand. This will ensure the safety and security of all the world's population. Those who refuse will be kept in quarantine and will be unable to buy or sell anything in the open markets. We are all in this together, and we must do our part to save humanity. Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Ricky here, 2020, and we are in a live exercise. In the foundation, they all got together, and they did a thing called Event 201 in New York City, talking about what would happen if there was a worldwide pandemic of a thing called the coronavirus.
Event 201. No shit, something went wrong. You got
These epidemic events are getting more and more disruptive these days. One of those events would be the big one. And that big one would really challenge our capacity to respond. And to respond to the big one, we do need to have all hands on deck. Participants are confronted by a hypothetical scenario that presents to them the challenges of a response. So we'll say, here's a hypothetical disease outbreak. This is the way it might be evolving. And these are some of the challenges that you'll see that you'll have to address to address the disruptions that you're seeing to your healthcare system or to your organization. just how underprepared we are and just how much is possible when we work together. And that the individual actions of any government or company won't add up to a proper global response. I think if we're honest with ourselves, collectively, the international community has never done enough to respond to global health security challenges. That we knew before COVID that the world was underprepared for biological risk.
National governments are considering or have already implemented a range of Some governments have taken control of national access to the internet. Others are censoring websites and social media content. And a small number have shut down internet access completely to prevent the spread of misinformation. Penalties have been put in place for spreading harmful falsehoods, including arrests. Other countries have taken a more moderate approach and focus on promoting fact-checking efforts and working with traditional media outlets, and these approaches are limited in scope. Social media companies report that they're doing all they can to limit the use of their platforms for nefarious or misleading purposes. It began in healthy-looking pigs, months, perhaps years ago. A new coronavirus spread silently within herds. Gradually, farmers started getting sick. Infected people got a respiratory illness with symptoms ranging from mild flu-like signs to severe pneumonia. The sickest required intensive care. Many died. Emergency Board is to provide recommendations to deal with major global challenges arising in response to an unfolding pandemic. The board is comprised of highly experienced leaders from business, public health, and civil society. We could be looking at double the number of cases in 1 week and 16 times the start of what's looking like.
do you think the world is prepared for a pandemic? I think everyone around that table would have said no. But it's when they walked out, I think it's when we really knew that if we are going to get ready, we need to have operationalized and integrated public-private cooperation that we haven't seen before.
Must not be named, has LA County health officials advising doctors to give up on testing patients in the hope of containing the outbreak, and instead instructing them to test patients only if a positive result could change how they would be treated, according to a recent guidance for healthcare providers posted by the Los Angeles Department of Public Health. Will make it virtually impossible to ever know exactly how many people in LA County have been infected.
Samples that established in December the cause of unexplained viral infections in the Hubei province. How many lives would have been saved if China had listened to experts instead of silencing them of infections, if it had implemented tough measures just 3 weeks earlier? But the regime only took decisive action to contain the virus around 4 weeks after arresting doctors and other whistleblowers.